This is Wrap the News. Today we're going to be learning about righteousness. God states that the righteous man, woman, and child is accepted with him. What does that mean? That means the majority of the people ain't righteous because only a handful is going. So people don't know what righteousness is. It has many meanings. It means one, obeying the commandments of the Most High God. That's number one. Number two is being able to hear God. They cannot hear God. They hear everything else but God. They hear the world. They hear all of these fake apostles, but they cannot hear God. We proved that the other day. And number three, it is love for your fellow man, for the orphan, for the poor, for the widow, for the imprisoned, right? This is what's stated. And that's why they're told to get to the left, because they never fed the poor. They never cared about the man, woman, and child in prison today. You know, they never freed the slaves. So we're going to start with 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not upon his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man see, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh upon the heart. So it was just what I said in the video the other day, where James Sinky was saying, someone said to him, how do you trust a man you don't even see? You know, why are you supporting a man you don't even see? Because we are not supposed to be seeing, we are supposed to be hearing, O Israel, and we're supposed to be looking at the heart, right? And the righteous deeds. You don't have to see the person to look upon their heart. We're going to go to Deuteronomy 6:4. Hear, O Israel. So first, we're looking on the heart if we following the Most High God. Secondly, we're hearing, O Israel. He didn't say see, O Israel. He said they see not. That's because they hear not. All right? And so we have a brother that commented, Red Lion, 7 hours ago. This is awesome, but it stinks though, Rap. I'm losing spiritual leaders left and right over these revelations. You are not losing them, you are exposing them. God gave you the vision to see them now. Before you could not see. It hurts my very heart, man, because I love them so much. That's because you have a heart, and we'll go back to it. And God looketh on your heart. They don't have no heart, so they don't hear you, right? Or even taking time to hear me out. They don't hear you. And God said, if they can't hear God, it's because they are not of God. They are Nephilim. They are the jinn. They are demons. They are wolves in sheep's clothing. Literally, it ain't just words. It is the truth. We have to start believing the Most High God when he's saying pretty much every brother ain't a brother. All skinfolk, as Deshaun say, is not kinfolk. You know, that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. They look black, but they ain't us. You know, they only tell me they're going to do the talking, and we don't listen to them. We only hear God. And I'm going to do the listening. How am I supposed to respond to that? Big bro, all praise and glory to the Most High God. Thus says the Lord, curses a man who trusts in men. Ain't Jesus Christ a man? He ain't no God. Neither is he the Son of God. Neither did he descend down out of heaven. He was born in Bethlehem out of a woman named Mary. Right? And curses the man who make his flesh his strength. They are making Christ their strength. They cursed all the way around. Whose heart turns away from the Most High God to do what? Trust and worship men. They're men worshipers. They're going to tell you all about Jesus. And Jesus is saying what to them? Howbeit, in vain do you worship me, teaching for the doctrines and commandments of men. Y'all love worshiping and following men. For laying aside the commandments of God, you hold to the traditions of men. And that's what's crack-a-lacking, Red Lion. They want to worship a man, then, and you are worshiping God. Y'all are going in two different directions, and you can see that now. You know, you've probably been able to see that. What else? They're stiff-necked people. Exodus 32:9. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen these people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. What do you mean? They may know that you are right, Red Lion, but they would rather go to hell than to, than save face than to say that they was wrong. I know that mindset right there, and that's the mind of a devil. They would rather go to hell than to say, that's the problem with the devil. That's the problem with his children. They'll rather go to hell saying, Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, and Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and Jesus Christ is God, and Jesus Christ is everything that they ever imagined him to be. Men lovers, men worshipers, right? Instead of worshipers of the Most High God. And just like when you prove that they are wrong, they embarrass, they confound it, but they're going to hold up a front. They're going to keep talking that yak. They're going to try to make you look small, right? That's what they do, right? And then they're going to hold to that falsehood and continue to teach that falsehood to the people. And inside their heart, watch, that they know they're wrong. They're going to talk to God and say, Lord, please accept Jesus Christ and make it real, so these people can, you know what I mean? They're going to say some blasphemy to the Most High God. They're hoping that this fake Marvel comic superhero come and save them when we know it is the day of the Lord. And that is Echad. That's one. That ain't the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit coming. One is coming, and if you mention any other name beside his name, you damned, and that's what he told you, right? And he said these people are walking contrary to me, so he walking contrary to them. So our topic today is righteousness, because they are not righteous, and this is why God don't have nothing to do with them. All of they worship and everything they do is in vain. 1 John 3:10. In this the children of God are manifest, and the children of the devil, and they are literally Satan's spawn. They don't have the Spirit breathed onto them like you do. Whosoever does not righteousness, and we're learning about righteousness today, is not from God, neither he that loveth not his brother. So righteousness is obedience to the Most High God, being able to even hear God, and loving your brother, right? That is the main ingredients to righteousness. I'm going to go to Proverbs 11:31. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more than the wicked and the sinner. What do you mean recompensed in the earth? That means if we don't get it right, we ain't leaving this earth. I'm going to say it again. We're going to get all of our punishments, all our pains, all our sufferings, and everything that we go through. We have to get it right here in this earth. If we have a problem with our brother, watch. People think you said some words. It's like Yuda Yasharel. We said some words and we wrote Yuda Yasharel off. We can't write them off. We have to go resolve it. Now, if we said this is what the Most High God said, this is the resolve, this is the peace, like we did do, you need to come clean. You need to treat your people like human beings. And then he keeps responding negative. He is not our brother. We did everything we could to bring him to the light. He just don't want to go. So his is the blame. On the day of judgment, he owe us. And everybody is going to be recompensed. What do you mean by recompense? If someone did you wrong, it's a restoration day. What does that mean? That means they have to right it before they either go to heaven or hell. They have to give you some of their good deeds, or they take some of your bad deeds if they don't have good deeds on their scale. The books are going to be open. Everybody going to be exposed. Everything in the dark going to be brought to the light. Everybody who did anybody wrong, it is a balance system. What you sow, you're going to reap on that damn day. And you're going to get paid in full on that day. And God said what? He going to rain on your head your recompense. Right in your lap. Let's keep going. Matthew 5:24. Leave your gift there before the altar and go first be reconciled to your brother, with your brother, and then come and offer your gift. You can't be mad at your brother and then go pray to the Most High God. That ain't righteousness. God is showing you righteousness. It has to do with obedience. You're going to pray to me. You're going to obey me. But you're going to treat that man that I created with my hands like your damn self. Matthew 7:1. You know, however you want someone to treat you, that's how you treat them. You're going to go be nice to his creation. God wants us to love each other. God wants us to be nice to each other. God wants us to be kind. And that's facts. He didn't want us arguing and fighting and being divided. That's bullcrap. That's what devils do. We have learned the way of devils. 1 John 4:20. If any man say I love God and hate his brother, he a liar. So what is he saying? Leave your damn gift at the altar. You ain't leaving this earth until you get recompensed in it. Go fix it with your brother. Go love your brother before you say you come and love me, says God. You a liar, for he that loveth not his brother whom he have seen, how can he love God whom he not seen? Don't you understand we all God's creation? You know? What do we hate? We hate wrongdoing. We hate bad behavior. We hate evil. We don't hate people. You know, if the person say, okay, I quit, I'm coming to God. No, I had a problem with you. You hit me upside my head. You said some blasphemous words. I ain't never forgiven you. You ain't going to get into the paradise then. You ain't getting in until you change that way of thinking. Psalms 96:13. Before the Lord, for he cometh for, what's this? Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. That's going to kill every Christian that's out there because they not in his truth. If they not in his truth, watch this. It says, all of those people who fail to go by the law is going to be destroyed. Right? He said, I will destroy the Gentiles if they don't obey the law, and the Jews if they fail to go by the law. Right? I'm judging the people with my truth, right? And with righteousness. His truth shall march on, carry on. So watch this. What does this mean? So God is, we're going to God. We're going to meet the Lord, right? We're going to meet the Lord, and then what? Well, if you didn't sin against your brother, you didn't sin against the Most High first, you done done all this wrong, meteorites, fire, and hell gonna rain on your black ass. Facts. You are going to get punished in that earthquake. You're going to get punished in the flood. When the seas swell up and come to the cities, you're going to get punished with the wild animals that's going to run into your neighborhoods. You're going to get punished every way possible. It is the day of the Lord. Lightning, everything is going to strike your wicked ass because you got iniquity on your back. I've been telling the people, you have to stop completely sinning. You have to completely stop sinning in order to be taken with your righteous God who's judging you in righteousness. How he gonna judge you in righteousness and you wicked when he get here? You a fool. Let's keep going. 2 Samuel 22:25. We learning about righteousness. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my what? Righteousness. My ability to hear him, my ability then to obey him, and my ability to love my brother like myself. That is how I'm getting judged. According to my cleanliness in his eyesight, my clean slate. I stopped sinning. That's the only acceptable argument with God. He ain't going to hear I was molested at 5. He ain't hearing that. You know, here you is 55. You should have been got over that. You should have did something about it. You should stop people from molesting people then. You should have did a wonderful work with that. Right? You should have been a counselor. You know, an advocate for it. And again, so we do a recap. You are not we ain't looking on people's look, we looking on the heart. We are hearing them coming in the name of the Lord. So it says, test every spirit to see if they are of God. Right? Are you mentioning God? Then what's happening? We had the brother commenting, right? Saying that he losing respect for his so-called leaders, right? Then you got Exodus right here, and it's telling you what? The people is stiff-necked. That's why they ain't listening to you. They know they wrong. They 100% know that they wrong. They are not ignorant of it. Just like the people who was worshiping idol gods that got us thrown into slavery in the first place knew they were wrong. And so they never did quit. And their descendants never did quit. They idol worshipers, yo. So what else we got? The children of the devil cannot hear God. They don't do righteousness. They don't care for the next man. They just in it for themselves. What else? We are going to be recompensed in this earth. We don't leave this earth until we pay for all our shit. We ain't like all these people with these delusions. Oh, the end of the world came. Oh, we in our glorified bodies. Oh, God gonna lift us up with their wicked asses. No, God ain't lifting you up nowhere except for he gonna put some fire up your ass. That's how you're gonna be lifted, with that fire stick that's coming down. Leave your gift at the altar and go work it out with your brother. Right? Go make peace and resolve it with your brother. Again, how can you say you love God and you hate your brother? Go to your brother and stop bullshitting. If I have any beef, and that's with anybody, we can disagree. We human, you know. And sometimes it's hard to separate who's human and who's the damn devil until they just animate on worshiping false gods, right? Now we can tell, you know. But sometimes we humans, as Moses killed a man, we err, you know, and we look just like them, but we're not them. We have a heart and we have a spirit, right? And we have a willingness to obey the Most High God. They've been in degradation. All Christians are Gentiles, unless they never heard the word before. You know, they all Gentiles. They all idol worshipers. Again, and then God is coming to do what? Judge in righteousness. And what else we got? And he going to recompense you according to your righteousness. So when he come down, the recompense go right away. It's too late. It's too late when you see God. There's nothing else. It's all done now. You ain't gonna say sorry. You ain't going back to do nothing. You can't repair nothing. Let's say, if you was to see God in the sky right now, are you 100% straight with your Lord? You got shit to fix. The book says, first take the mote out of your eye, then you will see clearly to remove the beam from your brother's eye. Right? Or vice versa. But first fix your shit, and then you can see clearly to fix somebody else's stuff, right? And then lastly, I'm gonna go back to, he said we was a what? A stiff-necked people, right? Meaning that we don't, like, you a show off, you bragging and boasting because you telling people it was right. You're just doing it. You think you know so damn much. That's how we are. And I do it out of love. Like, I see my brothers right here, right? And I worry about them. And out of worry, I'm gonna say what goes on through my head, and I love to say what goes on through my head because maybe it's going through your head as well. When I see them, I want to give them advice. Why do I want to give them advice? So that y'all don't go through all the hell I did. That's why. You know, I see you. Everything that y'all do in these videos speak loud and clear. The way that you stand, how close you stand to each other, how far apart you stand, how uncomfortable you look. I can see it all because God has given me vision, as He have a lot of you. And so we have to be very careful to say, and this is my advice to Deshaun and all the people on the land, we have to be very careful to say what our intentions are before we speak. That's most important. We are learning that on this land. We have many people on this land, and we are learning to say, and it's a hard thing because we expect people to be mind readers. We don't know what you're going through. We don't know what the next man, woman, and child is going through, and we do not know what Satan is whispering in their heart. He don't whisper in your ear. He whispers in your heart. You know, he makes you feel it like what he's saying to you is real, right? And so each person have to go to the next person or sit around and study these scriptures together, and that way you growing as a family. If we gonna say we are family, we have to actually come together like a family. Me and everybody on the land over here come together for hours every day and study the scriptures. We've been doing it for over 20 years. You know, most of the kids grew up, all of the kids grew up just hearing the scriptures every single day. And we are teaching about life. We're teaching about the world. We're teaching about us and them. We are making clear the defiled versus the clean, right? And so y'all got to talk. Y'all got to express yourself clearly, because if you don't, the Satan is going to come right behind y'all and talk in your brother's ear and turn your brother against you. Now he acting foul or she acting foul on the land. Y'all ain't speaking to each other. Y'all going separate ways. It becomes very uncomfortable then, y'all. And so that y'all don't go through this, all I'm doing is suggesting that you say what your intent is. Like, okay, we need to clean up something over here, and we need to keep this area clean, and this, my intent is just to keep the area clean, not to force hard work labor on anybody, not to do that. We have to talk that way because our people is stiff-necked and sensitive as fuck. Everything offends and hurt us. What do you think we killing each other with passion for in Chicago? Because we some sensitive ass motherfuckers that basically if you offend us, we want to take your life. That's how we are as a people. And I'm just talking about those are the jinn, but that they represent us in this world. They don't represent us to the Most High God. But when one of them do something, it's all of us. You know what I mean? But they not us. They some monsters. So again, we have to learn how to make peace with each other, keep that peace, resolve, and say what our intentions is before we start a conversation. Because if it get heated in the conversation, we can always go back and say, I only intended this. Satan turned it into something way bigger than it was, and that's what he's going to do to you guys. He's going to start arguments with y'all. He's going to talk to people and turn y'all against each other. You know, he's going to put doubt there, and he's good at this shit. And I've been dealing with that for a very long time, and we are learning, and we have to learn how to live with each other and get the fuck along. We have to get along. And, you know, we all come from different walks of life. Everybody come into the situation carrying their own baggage, and all that baggage got to be put to the side so we can just worship the Most High God. It's like, fuck what you're going through. Let's just worship the Most High God. This is Rap the News.